Hello everyone, this is Chelsea from Those with Words. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing what I am bringing to the San Francisco Pen Show, which is taking place at the end of August. And I've been to this pen show plenty of times in the last couple of years. It's always a fun time for me to reunite with friends, check out some pens, and now also stationery, as more stationery vendors have come into play at the show, which I personally find really exciting. So first I'm going to set up my traveler's notebook. And as I'm showing you here, the one that I'm going to be bringing with me to the show is the olive passport size traveler's notebook by Traveler's Company. This is the one that I customized with some leather paint when I got together with some friends a couple of years ago. And inside I have this 1.61 soft goods leather folder. It's also in the olive color to match the cover. And I love how thin this leather folder is, and it still packs a lot of things in there, so it's one of my favorite items to include with my traveler's notebooks. So that is the cover I chose for the show. And then for the refill, this is the Little Lou San Francisco Pen Show exclusive refill, or I should just say San Francisco, the city. As you can see there, it's very much themed around San Francisco. Little Lou released this refill when they joined Pinky Elephant for the San Francisco Pen Show last year, so in 2024. And I purchased it and I used a little bit more than half of it for the show last year. I have a bunch of stickers in there, notes from friends, pictures, and things like that. And I basically logged my experience of the show in this refill. I still have quite a few pages left, so instead of trying to fill it with I couldn't think of what else, I just decided to leave the other half for this year's show. So I'm hoping to finish it at this year's show with, again, more pictures, ephemera. I'm hoping to get my friends to sign the notebook, like a little yearbook, basically, of memories, which I love doing when I do get to see my friends from out of town. So that is going to be the setup with the refill in the traveler's notebook. And now I'm going to go about filling the rest of the traveler's notebook with other exciting things. So this is a collage sticker that I made, and I basically turned a collage that I made into these matte stickers. And I'm going to bring a few of these just to share with friends and other people that I end up meeting at the show. This collage right now is the front page of my Substack. It's like the opening page of my Substack, which I'm using as a blog, and I'm still updating that, by the way, so if you're interested, I will leave a link down below. So I'm going to put that on the right hand side of the leather folder just so I can keep them on hand for easy access. It's like a little freebie exchange basically that I want to do at the show. These are various washi tapes and PET tape samples that I picked out. I think actually most of these are PET tapes. And I have these from various artists that I really love. And I picked out these samples in advance. I don't have too many because the Passport Traveler's Notebook refill is already pretty small. So I don't know if I'm going to have a ton of space. This is a card that I got from a good friend, and she basically put these Daiso Yo-Yo sticky notes on there. And I love the themes of the sticky notes, so I'm going to bring that along and use those up as well. Probably just to take notes and write about the show itself, along with some photos inside the notebook. This sticker release paper refill I bought as a B-Size and Rarities release, but it's now part of the regular lineup for Traveler's Company. I've talked about this thing so many times on this channel, so apologies if you've been here as I've talked about that, but I am going to be bringing that as well because it's super handy to have adhesives on there, as well as washi tapes, stickers, PET tapes, just whatever you want to use for the occasion. Speaking of adhesives, I am using this double-sided tape from Daiso. This is my go-to for journaling, both at home and away from home, because it's really affordable and I love the quality of the adhesive on it. It pretty much sticks down any ephemera that you can think of onto your journals. And what I'm doing is I am ripping out pieces of the double-sided tape and filling the back page of the sticker release paper so that these pieces are basically ready to use whenever I want to put down some ephemera in my journal. I find this a really helpful way to bring adhesives with me without having to pack a tape runner or a glue stick, so I really like using it that way. And then here I am going to the front of the sticker release refill, and I'm just going through my sticker folders that I keep at home, and I am putting down whatever stickers that I want to use for the occasion. And I don't really have a huge theme here. I just started going through my stickers and things that I wanted to use up. I just included a few of each from each of the sheets. No huge rhyme or reason to this. This wasn't exactly planned meticulously or anything. I just figured I would record going through my sticker folder and picking out whatever stickers that I like, most likely to use as well. So there are some coffee stickers there because I know for sure that I'm going to be drinking some coffee, whether it's from home or, picking it up on the way to the show. And then there are other sticker sheets like this one where there are some notebooks on there. And I thought it would be a really good fit for the show, like this little piece here that is a sticky note. So I wanted to use pieces like that because I'm most likely to have some downtime in between, looking at vendors and such. And I'm going to use that time to hopefully find a table someplace in one of the hotels and journal. So while I am putting down more stickers, I also just want to chat about my experience at the show from previous years. I am not going to do all access pass this year. That basically lets you go to the show earlier on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just because I have some other appointments that are coinciding with the show. So I don't think I'm going to be able to spend as much time at the show as I previously did. So in order for me to just make sure that I am able to look around, I'm probably gonna spend the most time there on Saturday. This is also just me guessing at how my schedule will work out. But yeah, that is the plan for now. Also, randomly jumping back into talking about what I'm doing, this sheet of stickers right here had fountain pens and ink on it, so I thought it was so perfect. So I'm for sure putting that into the sticker release book. I was actually really excited to see this sticker sheet, even though you probably can't tell because you can only see my hands. But rest assured, I was really excited and I enthusiastically put down a few of these stickers into my sticker release refill. I don't even really have a list of vendors that I really want to see, which is unusual for me. I usually like to have a wish list and plan these things out, but I wasn't really in the headspace to do that this year. Without going into too much detail, I just, wasn't really in a mindset where I was really looking at things to purchase, and I'm still very much looking forward to seeing people again. I think that's the biggest highlight of the show for me every single year. So just again, seeing friends from out of town and meeting people and catching up with them, I think that's going to be probably the best part of the show for me. I am also using this large sticker book that I have, this Molinta sticker book, and I am also transferring some stickers from there. And these are a little less themed. They're a little more generic in terms of the stickers that I have in here, but I really do like to set it up this way so that I just have a variety of stickers and washi tapes and things to use. Most of these ended up being stickers, some of them being washi samples, and then with the adhesives at the back. I only have a few pages filled because I don't expect to journal too much while I am out and about at the show. I do want to journal, but it's not going to be an entire afternoon of sitting at a table and journaling probably, so I just want to be realistic about the number of things that I bring with me. Now I am opening up the journal to a new page because I want to make sure before I actually go to the show that I stamp out SF Pen Show 2025 with my alphabet and number stamps right here. I also have my stamp chamois off to the side for cleaning and these two stamp ink pads that I'm going to be using from Shachihara and Versa Magic. I'm using the same colors that I did last year, but I am switching it up so that the SF Pen Show part was actually in the blue ink last year, and then this year I'm just going to use the orange ink, which I used last year to denote the year. So it's just going to be switched around with SF Pen Show in orange and 2025 in blue. And this will just mark the start of the 2025 experience and the pages that I'm going to fill. I'm actually really looking forward to how all of this is going to look. One thing I forgot to include is this pocket note blank notebook from Muji, which I've actually been using on my trips. And you can see there, I ripped out a bunch of pages from it for stamping. And there are definitely going to be some SF Pen Show 2025 exclusive stamps at vendor booths that I go to. So I almost forgot to include this notebook with the whole setup, but I definitely want to bring that around with me. So I have some spare papers that I have to stamp on. So just like before, I'm putting the sticker release paper, I'm just tucking it into the back. I'm not using the elastic in the traveler's notebook. And then I'm just gonna put the notebook on the back like so and just throw it into my bag. I am also making sure to bring a clip with me because it's always handy to have, especially when you're using a traveler's notebook system. Next up is this Superior Labor Cordovan pen case. And I purchased this as part of a sample sale from the Superior Labor last year. And I have a couple things in here. I just want to set this up a little bit better for the show. These are sample papers that I cut out of my A6 MD cotton notebook. I basically tore out all the extra pages and I made some samples there, and that is going to be a way for me to swatch inks. This one is a portable paper bin. And I folded this with Rainbow Holics tutorial, and I'm going to be bringing that around to just collect scraps and such that come out as I journal. Speaking of journaling and scraps, here are some scissors from Muji. These are travel-friendly scissors, and I really love how they have proper handles on them and they're very comfortable to use. So I'm going to squeeze that into the back of the pen case on the right-hand side as well. On the left-hand side, I have this TWSBI Eco that I'm using for my 5-year TED show, and then this colored pencil that I'm using for creative projects, but I am only going to be bringing one of my TWSBI Ecos that is currently inked with like a dark green ink. So that's going to be my fountain pen of choice for the show. I don't see myself inking a new pen before the show, so that's just going to come with me with its large ink capacity. And then I'm also going to bring a Pentel Sign pen. This is a brush pen and I really like the bouncy texture of it when I write with it. So that's going to be included for things like headings or even when I'm writing on other people's notebooks as like a, dear so-and-so type of heading. And then I'm bringing a gel pen just because it's easy to have on hand. It's a little bit full, but the zipper still closes really nicely, and I'm really looking forward to carrying this Cordovan pen case more with me so it can gain a little bit more patina. Right now it's so shiny, like it's new leather, but I am really hoping to develop some patina there. So those are the 3 things that I'm going to be bringing with me to the show. Again, the passport traveler's notebook setup with some materials to use inside the leather folder, the insert, and then the sticker release paper refill. Again, with some stickers in the back that I want to share with people I meet, and the brass clip at the very back. And then the pen case that I just set up with the pens I want to use on the left-hand side and some other tools and extra papers on the right-hand side. And then the Muji blank paper notebook for stamps. So it's a pretty simple setup. I think it will fit really well in my bag. I'm really excited for the show, and if you're gonna be there and you happen to somehow spot me, please say hi. I will hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.